Conference is taking place. Over to you, Arabile.
Yeah, good afternoon, Nompu. Thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it. Well, certainly, as you've noted, there have been just a conference of a whole host of announcements. Now, of course, this comes from a whole lot of hard work behind the scenes, and certainly countries have gotten involved in exactly how things have fared. The conference itself has certainly meant that collaborations and communication between, whether it be companies or agencies or even other countries, has certainly been quite phenomenal as well. One of the countries that have certainly tried to invest in South Africa quite phenomenally is the world's third largest economy, that being Japan. Last year, around $7 billion or so was invested into the African economy. This year, they've decided to plow $20 billion into the African economy. A part of that would, of course, be put through to South Africa. Let's chat now to the ambassador, Japanese ambassador to South Africa, Mr. Norio Murayama, who does join me. Thank you so much, Mr. Murayama. Thank you so much. It's certainly been an investment conference where a whole lot of collaboration has been needed. What are you exactly seeing in South Africa that you're going to continue investing in it for?
Yes. We have announced at the occasion of Ticket 7 to International Conference on African Development held in last August, and we have the pleasure to have President Ramaphosa at it. At this occasion, and we have a commitment that we will do over these 3 years, $20 billion in the whole continent of Africa, and South Africa is the biggest part on the whole continent. We're talking about the economy size, and South Africa remains an important destination for Japanese investors because of the hub of the continent, and we are working both together with the South African company to develop the pie of the business and in Africa as well. So South Africa matters for the Japanese investors.
Why does South Africa matter so much to Japan?
Yes, South Africa matters because of the efficiency of the business they have, and because of the collaborations that we can expect with the South African companies as well. And starting from here, the Japanese private sector decided to cover all of the continent, and with the good partner that we can find is always South Africa.
In a difficult time right now, considering the trade environment across the globe, how important is it to have partners across the globe?
Yes, Japan, as you may know well, we are committed for the free trade, and we do this TPP 11, we do the EPA with the EU, and we very much appreciate that the African continent is going to this direction with the African FTA. So the Japanese government, the Japanese private sector consider that this is the time to go to Africa because of the free trade environment is now established here in Africa, starting from South Africa.
Yeah. What is it that you've perhaps told government or spoken to leaders or even companies about to say to them that South Africa needs? What is it that South Africa needs to make sure that it grows the way it should?
Yes, if you want to attract Japanese investors, Japanese investment to South Africa, I think it's necessary to listen what is their real needs is. And President Ramaphosa did it when he visited Japan. He held the business roundtable. He listened carefully what is the real objective of Japanese companies and what really is the needs. And for the investment, they said they want to have stability, but they also want to have predictability. And this is the reason why we decided to establish Japanese government and South African government a business council in order to be able to gather both companies of countries, but also together with the both governments.
Fantastic. So how much more do you think we have to build South Africa? There's potential, people always say. How much more does South Africa and the rest of Africa have?
Yes, I think what the most important thing is how we can help South Africa for more skill development, because you have a very good potential of this, but sometimes the need of the skill is not matching well with what the requirement coming from, especially for the Japanese automotive industries. So the Japanese government is helping for the skill development in order to be able that every resources that you have can be matched with the level of the investment that we would like to have.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moriami. Really, really appreciate it. Norio Moriami, the Japanese ambassador to South Africa, really detailing as well then. And, well, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. There is certainly still hope in South Africa's economy. There is still a growing economy that everybody can invest in. The efficiencies, the manner in which South Africa works and the trade agreements that it continues to hold on to, well, it certainly is important for the nation. Those are just some of the collaborations, investments and ideals that are being shared right here at the South Africa Investment Conference 2019. President Cyril Ramaphosa will certainly be happy with what he's achieved thus far, but by the end of the day, the question will be, will it be enough? Nompu, we'll cross back to you for now, but it certainly has been an interesting one, and we'll catch up with you again later.
Thanks for that, Arabile. We're going to go for a short break. We'll be with you thereafter.